What is going on, crypto junkies? This is Crypto Kev with another video. It's going to be a short one. I just want to bring up a few points about Bitcoin, a news article that I saw today, and Lumen catching up on some news with the Fairx exchange. So I'm going to start right here looking at the chart for Bitcoin. We're back above 11,000, which is a good sign. We are coming up right around this downtrend line, which I talked about last video. Now, if we can break this, it is a great sign for Bitcoin. Just like with Litecoin, when I purchased right around this point, we shot up something, what was it, 25, 30%, which is also another possibility for Bitcoin, giving us a target of, you know what, I'm going to say about 14K, just because we got a lot of resistance up over here, 14 to 15K, maybe even 13. Either way, you can snag a little 10-15% trade at least. The only bad thing that I'm looking at right now is that we have a double top forming, which is almost going to tell me that we are going to come down and retrace to a lower level before coming back up. I am starting to think that the bottom is in at 6,000. Can we retest something down in the 8 to 6,000 level again? Yes, we certainly can. But the volume that we saw at the bounce from 6,000 and now following it is gradually increasing, which is a great sign. Another good sign, which I wish I knew about this sooner and I would have bought more, but there is an unknown individual or entity that owns a wallet. The address is right here. Leave the description to this article in. I will leave a link to the article in the description. Geez, I can't talk right now. Anyway, talking about pretty much how this one wallet has 96,000 Bitcoin, equating to about $1 billion. Um, this can be a good sign that the market is reversing. For someone to be putting in that type of capital into Bitcoin, they must be pretty confident that the market is going to continue up and be bullish. Um, And the reason I think that is whether or not it is a person or an institution, a company, corporation, group of friends, whatever. No one's going to put that much money into something unless they have a strong feeling or a strong sign that we did reverse and we are going to be bullish again, like this reversal that we now have coming off of the 6,000 level. Um, it, it's going to be something to watch for the next day or so to see what happens at this level. We could break any moment down, retrace again. If we do retrace, the level I'm looking for is anywhere from 8,800 to 9,400 for a little bounce. And I personally want to see something down in the 7,000 range before we go up. I think it would be very good for Bitcoin. I don't think it would be cause for any panic. Um, Even if we get back to 6,000, I don't think that it's a bad thing. Then we could have that double bottom that we saw on Litecoin, which made us break out and have a 30% gain, and now bullish on forming that bullish flag. Uh, anyway, the other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, which I don't have pulled up, but is Lumen. I'm sure plenty of you guys have heard about it. It is number 8 on CoinMarketCap. It is a coin that I am very interested in for the long term, especially with Fairx. Now, the one thing that I thought was keeping here, let me zoom out to the 1 day here for you guys. And if you see, I have this trend line drawn in here, kind of broke down below that, which is never a good sign. Um, the one thing is that back on the 13th, Fairx tweeted that they have pushed back the release date for the Fairx platform. Any of those people out there listening that are unfamiliar with the Fairx, it is a way for people to trade US dollars for other altcoins rather than how Coinbase only allows the Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So now, for say you want to buy, um, we'll say Digibyte, but you don't want to have to go through the process of buying Bitcoin and then transferring it over and then also trading Digibyte against Bitcoin. Now you can trade it against the US dollar. So that is big for the whole crypto space. I think we will start to see altcoins that are going to move regardless of what Bitcoin is doing, which is what we are kind of dealing with right now. Is Bitcoin is the king. If Bitcoin is going to move one way, you are going to see the rest of the market move with it or against it, depending on what is going on. Um, right now, I did buy a little bit more Lumen right now because I am convinced in the long term that we can see, big gains coming from this with the Lumen being the behind the scenes coin for Fairx exchange. For those who don't know, for that, that means that when you are buying these altcoins with US dollar, the exchange is transferring your US dollar into Lumen and then Lumen into the other coin behind the scene. Another reason why I would be skeptical about buying right now, unless you are prepared to be a bag holder like I am, is after this recent pump up, we have not really reached a bottom as we have in other pumps. And if you look, we kind of have a little bit of a double top going again. And then also on the announcement from the 13th, we have a clear sell off after that. Um, My next buy zone is right around this line at 3,400 Satoshi. I think that this could be a good point for reversal, especially if we are closer to the time that Fairx is giving us some more news. Um, Looking for the Fairx news to come out that maybe they are going to release sooner than